Hey, you guys. It's been a while. So I see that some people have been asking me to make update videos, so that's really cool that you guys are actually interested in what I'm doing. It's been so busy and lots of things that I will update you on now. Well, you all know that I moved to Idaho to work with somebody, and man, I learned a lot about what not to do as a midwife or person. And honestly, I learned a lot about what I need to do to look for other preceptors and things that you guys should be doing too. So, this person that I worked with was very narcissistic and very much made everything out to be my fault and liked to be in control of the people around her lives and would do things to ensure that. And so I watched a lot of clients be gaslighted, myself as well. I watched them feel bullied and just be told that their birth experience was their fault. I watched this person not premeditate, but she put it out into the universe how she didn't think this person was going to be able to have a baby outside of the hospital, and she could already see them transferring. And this is, months before the baby's due. And whenever a midwife thinks like that about a client, it is no surprise that that client ends up transferring, because even the midwife didn't believe in them. And so, anyways, in December, I started being aware that the situation was not healthy, and it was affecting me and my mood. Sorry, I can't keep this phone still. And just everything. And so I put it in my mind that, hey, maybe I need to start looking for other preceptorships, or we need to move again, which would suck because we just moved our entire family here. So January 1st, I believe it was, I think it was the 1st of January, I walked into another birth center here, back up. Leading up to this, I communicated with a couple of this midwives, past students, and I was really open to hearing what they had to say this time, because a couple of them had reached out before I moved here but didn't really share the details with me. And so I reached out to them and said, hey, I'm open to hearing your experiences now, because this is what I am experiencing, and I want to know if this is a trend, if this is just what happens, and how you dealt with it. And so I listened to them and listened to the advice and support of some fellow students that I have in my life and friends that I've made, and they all pointed in the direction of, you need to get out, you need to leave. It's not safe. She's not doing safe things with clients. She's not doing ethical things. And so January 1st, I walked into another birth center and said, hey, this is who I'm working with. I know that she's not popular in the community, but I want you to know I'm looking for another place to continue my schooling. And so the midwife there talked to me and said, hey, we don't have anything right now, but yes, I agree. I would not want my daughter having children with her, and you should look elsewhere. And then she gave me a few other places. Fast forward a few weeks later, one of their students ended up leaving to go to Oregon for their family, and so there was a new place. And so I've started at this new birth center. I've been there since February 1st, and it's been so great. We've been doing skills nights, and so I've been able to learn how to do IVs, do pap smears. I participate in so many prenatals. Like, I go in 2 days a week for prenatals, and I do everything. I do all the vitals. I measure the fundus, I listen for the heart tones, I help discuss the topics that they're discussing about, and my opinion is valued and sought after, and I feel really good. It's just been so great, honestly. And there's 2 other students, so I know that the environment is healthy. We all lift each other up instead of break each other down or talk negative about clients. Everything is just very helpful and uplifting, and it's so great. I'm learning so many things. I'm getting to go to so many more births, and those births are not having high transfer rates like I was seeing before. Yes, we're doing things in the community. I just hosted, I didn't host it. Hey, the birth center that I'm at hosted it, but I put it together, a movie night for the business of being born. That was great. And I just today took my assessments for phase 1 at Midwives College of Utah. So that is where it's pretty much a test on everything that I've learned this entire past year. So I took a 80 question written test, which was on the computer, of all the classes I've learned, the things that I've learned: biology, lactation, medical terms, all those things. And then there was a 2-hour test where I have my assessors in front of me. We did this virtual because with COVID happening, we're not flying and all those things. So I think we did about 5 or 6 questions. I prepared for those questions because we had a whole class dedicated to preparing for this assessment. So I had a study group and we studied and we put together our answers. And so they asked questions about HIPAA and ethics and how I've grown as an inclusive care provider, and a scenario where I had to come in and give labor support to a friend that was acting and take some vitals from her, and help a new mother to breastfeed, chest feed, and latch. And yeah, so they said I did really great. They said they would love to have me as an assistant, which just makes me feel super confident in myself. And they said my education level right now is exemplary for where I'm at, and I felt so good. And I really feel like it's surreal that I'm on this journey of becoming a midwife whenever it's felt like it's taken so long to get here, and now it feels like it's moving fast. So I'm really excited to take some more classes and enjoy the time that I have with my family this summer and attend some births. And yeah, I'll try to hop on here and put some more videos out for you. I know you guys want to know what I am specifically learning in midwifery school. It's just, there's a lot. Man, it's a lot. Like, I think I'm taking 5 or 6 classes this summer. And man, it is full-time college and a family and a preceptorship, and holy moly. But I can definitely give you guys the gist of things that I'm learning and the topics, and point you guys in the right direction for some resources. I don't know if you guys can see my playlist that I've made on my channel, but I've labeled quite a few classes with their own playlist, and I add videos to that I find helpful, that correlates with what I'm learning. How are you? What are you up to? Are you thinking about going to midwifery school, or being a midwife, or being a doula? Or is it intimidating to think about going back to school after so long? Or maybe you don't have kids and you're just out of high school yourself and you think, wow, I really want to be a midwife. What's going on? I really look forward to hearing your comments.